What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today, let's get started with UFC 311 main card reactions. With UFC 311 wrapping up, what are your thoughts on the card? Let's get into some reactions from the main event. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to help support the channel. During the UFC 311 broadcast, the UFC 313 main event and co-main event was revealed. The UFC 313 main event is Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev, with Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker serving as the co-main event with 5 rounds. What do you guys think about this card? Reinier versus Kevin Holland. Reinier submits Kevin Holland with a rear naked choke in round 1. Very dominating win for De and now he's 2-0 in the UFC. With that being said, Kevin Holland has now lost 4 out of his last 5 fights in the UFC. What do you think is next for Holland? Here's what the MMA community had to say. Bilal Muhammad said, "That was too easy." Anthony Pettis said, "RDR was a great add to the 185-pound division." Gilbert Burns said, "He makes look way too easy." He also said, "Wow, what a control and finish by De Steffi Haynes said, "Reinier, the initials of my name, De The MMA guru said, "Just as I predicted, Reinier De makes easy work of Kevin Holland and submits him in the first round with a rear naked choke." Crowd silent while RDR celebrated. Crazy silence from the empty crowd for a main card. Georgi Kakashvili said, "Roman Dolidze versus Reinier De book it anytime, anywhere." Kenny Florian said, "In all seriousness, that's a clean performance and nice win from RDR." Corey Anderson said, "I wouldn't mind seeing De versus Roman Dolidze." Jailton Almeida versus Sergey Spivak. Jailton Almeida defeated Sergey Spivak by TKO with just 7 seconds left in the first round. Here's what the community had to say. Henry Cejudo said, "Jailton Almeida just showcased his striking and his grappling in an impressive victory over a game opponent." Damon Martin said, "Jailton Almeida with the ground and pound finish in the first round. Almeida actually hurt him with punches on the feet before getting the finish on the ground. Impressive." Gilbert Burns said, "Nice win for Almeida. Boa." Ariel Helwani said, "Not meant to be for Spivak after a great start. Almeida TKOs him in the first." Alexander Rakic said, "Too early stopped." Sean Sheehan said, "Almeida has always had good striking, but he hasn't shown it off enough recently. Good to see him bring it back into the equation. Good result for the division." Henry Cejudo said, "Jailton Almeida is a bad man." Luke Thomas said, "Almeida uses butterfly guard to stand and then cracks Spivak with the right hand. That really hurts Spivak and Almeida is able to TKO him from there. Fight is over with seconds left in the first." MMA Guru said, "Jailton Almeida gets the win over Spivak by TKO. Couple bad moments from him being out-grappled by Spivak, but he cracks him on the feet and lands a few follow-ups to his gloves. Time left on the clock needs to be immediately factored into referees and their stoppages." Helen Yee says, "Jailton Almeida says, 'Let's go Las Vegas' on accident." Kenny Florian said, "Mistakes aplenty in that one from both men, but Almeida had some clean reversals from bottom and took full advantage of a flurry on the feet late in round 1. TKO from mount for the Brazilian." Jiri Prochazka versus Jamahal Hill. Jiri Prochazka beat Jamahal Hill by TKO in the 3rd round. It was an entertaining fight with both guys going out swinging. Here's what the community had to say. Ariel Helwani said, "Prochazka versus Roundtree next would be very fun." Nolan King said, "Jiri is almost Gaethje level of anomaly at this point for me in the violence department. Very different kind of mayhem, but it's true." Anthony Pettis said, "Fight of the night." Alexander Rakic said, "Great fight from both, great finish from Jiri, congratulations." Ariel Helwani went on to say, "Jiri Prochazka 3rd round TKO, what a freaking fight. What a win for the Czech Samurai, especially after a serious eye poke in round 2. Sean Sheehan said, "What a fantastic fight. Respect to Jiri and Hill." Chamakar Sandhu said, "Jiri is a wild man and I love it." Glover Teixeira said, "Congratulations, Jiri." Billy Quarantillo said, "What a wild fight, wow." Damon Martin said, "Jiri Prochazka drops Jamahal Hill in the 3rd and did not let up until he put Hill away with a barrage of punches." Aaron Bronstetter said, "What a fight, Jiri gets the 3rd round stoppage." Van Askren said, "Damn, that Jiri fight was fire, so much chaos." G. Kokashvili said, "Jiri Prochazka is back, baby." Casey O'Neill said, "Jiri so improved, incredible finish." Kenny Florian said, "Fun fight, Jiri TKOs Hill in round 3. Hill lost his discipline a bit there and was getting caught in the counter." Bilal Muhammad said, Great fight." Tim Welsh said, "That was crazy AF, Jamahal Hill is a dog." Dylan Dennis said, "Jamahal Hill, sweet dreams." Dustin Poirier said, "That was a crazy fight, love to see it." Alex Pereira said, "Great performance, Jiri, Shama." Before Merab's fight, Ilia Topuria called Merab. Here's the clip.
განსხვავებული ხარ და შეჭამ იგივე მენტალიტეტის სადაც როგორც ყოველთვის შევიხარ, ხო იცი? შენი თავდაჯერება არ და კარგო რომ რეკორდი გაქვს ბიჭო, მსოფლიო რეკორდი გაქვს იმაში ტექდაუნებში და იმეებში შენწონაში ხალხს აფრიალებს, როცა მოგიწევს სწავლე, ხეთი აფრიანი ასავლე რა არის კიდაო. მაგრამ აი შენაირად რო შეხული არა აქ. მე შეხარ. მაგას სამოსილება არა. ასე არა. ასე აიდე ხواري კამარი კიდეს ის აი დაგირე კამარი ხواري თავიდან გამარჯვებას მოგიება. ესეთი დაგმონებული ვარ ეჭვი არ მემარება ვაფშე არანაირი. და ის ყველაფერი გააკეთე ის ძანახაც კაკი ხარდება მე ჭუბი რო გადავარო ეს ყველაფერი გავაკეთე ეს ყველაფერი ვთქვი შენი ინტერვიუ მოამზადე გამარჯვების ინტერვიუ მაგას რასაც იცი ყველაფერი იქნება გამარჯვება შენ. აი მან შენ შეკრებულები ვარ ყველა შენ შეცვალა სულ შენი და გული შეთანო.
Сигара.
შეჯა.
Очень все.
Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Merab Dvalishvili defeated Umar Nurmagomedov by unanimous decision and retains the bantamweight championship. It was a very entertaining fight to say the least. Both fighters put on a show. Here's what the community had to say. Ilya Topuria said, "Merab, my brother, what a fighter you are. You make us feel so proud. This is what happens when Dagestani wrestling meets Georgian wrestling." Ariel Halwani said, "Merab is the freaking man. Point proven. Laughable that he was such a big underdog. And still, that was incredible theater." Drakus Duplessis said, "Wow, Merab Dvalishvili take a bow. That was an incredible performance by both fighters." Rampage Jackson said, "Merab doing too much." Henry Cejudo said, "What a fight." Al Iaquinta said, "Merab." Billy Quarantillo said, "Merab is him." Aaron Bronstetter said, "Merab may not have thought so, but that final round was close. Umar landed the more effective strikes, and we'll see how the grappling is factored in." Very interested to see these scorecards. Bilal Muhammad said, "Umar 3-2. Bilal Muhammad went on to say, "Amazing fight." Nolan King said, "Merab is a freak. Cardio, cardio, cardio." Jedi Goodman said, "Merab passes GSP for most takedowns in UFC history." Rafael Dos Anjos said, "What a fight. Merab Dvalishvili is so fun to watch." Ben Askren said, "Couldn't be more impressed with Merab. Holy moly, his pace is otherworldly." Max Griffin said, "Speechless." The MMA Guru said, "I cannot believe Merab Dvalishvili. He just broke and clearly beat Umar Nurmagomedov in front of Khabib in those last 3 rounds. Merab 48-47. Khabib's terrible corner work the whole fight didn't help Umar at all, screaming and raging non-stop." Sandu MMA said, "Early contender for crowd of the year, fight of the year, performance of the year. That's the highest level this sport has to offer. Are you not entertained? Take a bow, lads." Joe Rogan just called Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov one of the best fights he's ever seen, and he's seen a few. High praise. Kenny Florian said, "Should be Merab's fight, but awesome fight by both men. Didn't love Merab backing off of some critical moments in round 4 and 5, but perhaps that played into the minds of the judges by showing he was in control and unbothered." Dylan Danis said, "Those Dagestani steroids don't give you heart. Umar is breaking." Anthony Pettis said, "Merab is a machine." Johnny Walker said, "The best fight until now." Chris Weidman said, "So happy for him. Such a beast. Umar is so good too. Amazing fight." Alexander Rakic said, "What a performance from the champ. Congrats, Merab." Justin Gagey said, "That man is a machine, no doubt about it." Umar's manager Ali Abdelaziz revealed that he broke his hand in round 1 on Twitter and posting a picture saying, "Umar Nurmagomedov broke his hands first round. No excuse, no excuse. Alhamdulillah for everything." Conor McGregor reacted to the main event by writing a Twitter replying to a meme of himself as the main event by saying, "It is money though." Khabib sent support to Arman Tsarukyan after hearing about his back injury. Here's what Khabib had to say.
Honestly, I knew this yesterday 1 a.m. night before I go sleep. Honestly, it can happen with anybody. If you guys remember 2017 March, it's happened with me too. Then after that, I go hospital, make surgery, come back, and I tell UFC, if it was my mistake, give me other best guy. I'm gonna beat this guy and deserve my title shot. It was same thing with me, you know. I just wanna wish him all the best. You know, he's young, he's tough, he can come back. He have to survive this situation and come back. Now new main event, I think it's Moicano. He have very big experience in UFC. How many? Like 10, 11 years in UFC. He have 4 win streak and he is on his prime. You know, it's like it's a good fight. It's of course it's not like Arman and Islam. It's still very competitive fight, and we not gonna underestimate this guy.
Islam Makhachev versus Renato Moicano. Islam Makhachev submitted Renato Moicano in round 1 with a Darce choke. It was a very dominating fight from Islam. Here's what the fans had to say. And before we continue, we have a favor to ask. Help us reach 200,000 subscribers on MMA Zone by subscribing and turning on notifications for daily MMA content. Seriously, we rarely miss a day. Ilya Topuria said, "Islam, if I want to, I can finish you. If I want to, I can knock you out." I'll make it look easy. See you soon. Alexander Rakic said, that's why he's the champ and pound for pound king right now. Ariel Helwani said, Islam wins by a Darce in the first. He's like an anaconda out there. Unbelievable. Damon Martin said, that was quick. Islam Makhachev locks up the Darce choke and taps out Renato Moicano in the first round. MS said, who knew that would happen? Oh yeah, everyone, but at least he got money. Bilal Muhammad said, that Darce is so tight. Bilal Muhammad also said, and still, alhamdulillah. Billy Quarantillo said, interesting fight on the feet, but once Islam got the takedown, it was all over. Tough style to beat, credit to Renato for stepping up. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson said, I got hit with it twice in one round. Dylan Dennis said, Islam wouldn't be able to handle my grappling. That was a gimme fight and shouldn't even count as the title defense. Henry Cejudo said, Islam Makhachev needs to move up to welterweight and become double champ. Aaron Bronstetter said, people may diminish that win for Islam, but he fought a dangerous opponent who had a full fight camp and dispatched him in the first round. Best pound for pound fighter in the world. Top comments. Arman's secret technique was pulling out last minute. Arman is gonna have to go on a Bilal type of winning streak before he gets another crack at the title. Guaranteed Dana is pissed, lol. Kevin came off as extremely insecure in that Jackson interview. I had to shut it off minutes in. People aren't gonna give Islam credit even though Arman pulled out, and Moicano isn't short notice because he had a training camp and was on the card. Holland's barking up the wrong tree.